Welcome back everybody to A Life of Hobbies. Thank you so much for joining me. The week is finally done and it has been an absolute scorcher. I saw a video the other day of this British girl claiming that British heat is unlike any other heat anywhere. And then she proceeded to tell us that it was 20 degrees, which I assume would be Celsius, right? Because obviously British. So I looked at the conversion on that, and that's like 68 degrees, y'all. She's claiming a heat wave was 68 degrees. And then there was another video where same girl, and she's like, it's 24 degrees. And I did the quick numbers on that, and that's 76. That's a sunny, beautiful day here in Ohio. 76 degrees. This last week it has been in the 90s every single day with 85+% humidity. So it has been absolute swamp ass syndrome at work, where I don't know if you've ever worked in a factory before, and if you have, you understand exactly what I mean, particularly if your factory was not air conditioned. It'll be 90 outside, and it's 105 in the factory. And if it creeps up to about 100 degrees, it can get up to 120 in the factory. So I work in a stamping factory, and it has been an absolute nightmarish hellscape setting presses this last week, as hot as it has been. I would literally go to my break and be drenched from head to toe, looking like I just climbed out of a pool, fully clothed. It is that hot. And because it's so humid, none of your sweat evaporates. So I am just absolutely, thank God this week is over. It has been miserable. And, yeah. Whew. Oh, heads up, keep an eye out. Later today, I will be releasing my PSA GameStop submission video coming out sometime later this evening. I went in yesterday, and the manager that I trust and know there wasn't in. He'll be in tomorrow morning. He'll be in Friday morning this morning. And there's also a Pokemon drop happening this morning. So I'm going to be heading over there to my local GameStop to check that out, as well as do my PSA submission. Now, what am I taking in to submit to PSA, you might be wondering? Well, we're going to start off with a couple of Caitlin Clark rookie cards. I narrowed down my 6 to just a couple, and these are my 2 best. So those are base rookies right there. Then I've got the Silver Prism, which interestingly enough, the other day, a couple weeks ago, when I got that green Pulsar Prism signed by CC, the ridiculously tall, skinny dude who was stretching over and squishing everybody trying to reach out to Caitlin, this is one of the cards he was trying to get a silver from Select signed. I laughed at myself a little. When I could see the card he was trying to get signed compared to the card I was getting signed. Then we have the Silver Flash from 2024 Select. I got her Red Ice, getting that graded. The Logo Prism I pulled from one of the 2 Logo Prism blasters I opened, getting that one graded. And I got her Silver here, and this Silver is really nicely balanced. I think this is going to come back a 10. I really hope it does. But yep, getting that one graded. And then the 3 autographs I'm going to get graded. My Aaliyah Boston rookie card that I got autographed. And it's kind of hard to see because it's signed in black Sharpie, but it's right there. I'm also going to be getting the Kelsey Mitchell red and blue. And since she's in her white uniform, it's a red, white, blue. I love it. It's awesome. Getting that one certified graded as well. I got this one the same day I got Caitlin's auto. I got this one the week prior. So July 5th and July 13th. And then, of course, the big one, and this is the reason why I'm only trusting the manager at the store to do this submission, is because of this one right here. There's going to be an upcharge on it. The insurance cost is going to be higher on it. If I were to be just fair and just on what I would value this card at if it comes back as a 10, $5,000. Hands down, simple as that, $5,000 if it comes back as a PSA 10. I may post it up on eBay because everything out there is for sale. Everything has a price, and with the right price, I would come off of this. But it's gonna be more than $5,000. Just if I'm putting a retail number on it, if you were to find this in a card store, I would expect them to be asking $5,000. Now, if you want to take it off of my hands, that number is going to be considerably higher, and we'll see what people might be willing to spend to acquire this card. I'll keep you posted on that. So that's my 10 card submission. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is going off to GameStop to get PSA graded. Now, as far as the tag cards that I'm sending out, that Sephiroth that I pulled the other day, that one is getting sent off to tag for grading. And the Ethan Holiday autograph that I pulled, Jackson Holiday's little brother, the Ethan Holiday autograph I pulled, I'm sending that one in to tag. So I'm going to send one Magic the Gathering card for the trading card side and one sports card using the Ethan Holiday to see how tag does on their grading with both sports cards and trading card games. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll keep you posted on the tag return. And with the PSA going out today, it's 45 days, so 9 weeks, which basically puts us August, September, the first week of October. I expect to get it back. The end of the first week of October. So we'll see how that goes, but that's kind of our timeline as far as our PSA grading. I don't know how long it's going to take for the tag, but we'll see. I don't know. It's a brand new to the process, and so we'll find out just how long it takes them to do a turnaround on 2 cards. Alright, so today is Megabox Friday, and the equivalent of a Megabox in the TCG world is a booster bundle. There are 9 packs. I do believe it's 9 packs still, yeah? Yep, 9 14 card packs. Plus 10 traditional foil and 10 regular basic lands. The alt art traditional foil of the Emissary Escort. And 5 traditional foil and 5 regular borderless celestial basic lands. Plus the oversized spin down life counter. So this is the equivalent. Same thing goes for like an ETB from Pokemon, the Elite Trainer bundles. For Magic the Gathering, it's the, basically just the bundle. And then Pokemon ETBs. For like something like One Piece, I don't really know if there is any kind of equivalent for a Mega Box. I don't know, I haven't even bothered to look, so maybe there is something out there and I just don't know. Only one way to find out is to go and look, so maybe I'll check that out and see what we can find. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into our bundle here. If you're wondering what the giveaway for August is going to be, I have not decided yet. Congratulations to Billy McFalls. He won the July Secret Treasure giveaway. Took him about an hour to put his comment up to this time. And last time it was 4 minutes in June. It took him an hour to comment. I don't know if he just took a while to get there to watch the video or what, but the video was released at 6 a.m. just like any other Throwback Thursday video was. And he posted at about 7 a.m. the correct answer, which was episode 211 for Stimpy. Congratulations, Billy. Your Caitlin Clark Collector Tin and 100 card Concourse set from 2024 Select is on its way. Alright. But I will let you guys know, I will keep you posted when I decide what I'm going to do for August's giveaway. I have something in mind, but it might be kind of difficult because it is very regional. And I'll go ahead and I'll spill the beans on what I'm thinking of doing. So, I am thinking that I would like, for one lucky subscriber and one friend of theirs, to join me at the Indiana Fever's final home game of the season in September. So go ahead and comment below what you think. It is a home game, and it will be played at Indianapolis at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. If anybody else is interested in this being the giveaway for August, let me know in the comments below. I'm pondering it. I haven't decided yet. I've got a couple other things I'm thinking about, but let me know. So here's our D20 spin down life counter. It's not like a normal D20. It's a spin down, and it's oversized. I like this. I wonder if these came in any other colors, but that's pretty cool. That galactic blue. It's very neat. Alright, and then obviously our packs here, these have our the alt art emissary, and then the foil and non-foil lands. I wonder which one has the galactics. I kind of want to see those. So I think these are the galactics. Alright, let's have a look at them. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. So that's a plains island. That's one of the spaceships. Those are pretty neat. Swamps. Mountains. Forests. Interesting. I mean, you're not going to have forests out in space, obviously. So those are the full art galactic lands. Let's see this other pack here. So this has our emissary. It's interesting they put these in the wax packs. So there's the emissary escort. That's pretty nice. And these are the foil. I mean, honestly, the foiling's kind of wasted on this one just because of the coloring. But it's not wasted on these. That island's dope. Oh, that looks sick. Get that right through the center of it. Oh, man. Oh, that looks killer. Hope you guys can enjoy these visually as much as I am enjoying them right now. These are absolutely gorgeous. I love these. I haven't previewed the set at all, so I don't know what all in here. I literally just picked this up as I was out and about doing my normal retail store route, and I found these at a Walmart. Surprisingly enough, I found them at a Walmart. And while I was there, they also had some more of the Final Fantasy Commander decks, and I managed to pick up another Scions and Spellcraft for retail price. So happy. So now I have 2 of the Limit Break and 2 of the Scions of Spellcraft. So I'm happy about that. Alright, here we go. Getting into it. Pack number 1. Now last 2 weeks here we've opened Final Fantasy on TCG Wednesdays. 2 weeks ago we pulled that amazing Sephiroth. Hopefully we get something decent here. So we got Gene Pollinator, Bombard, Dark Endurance, Ilvois Lightjammer, Starfighter Pilot, Thawbringer, Thaumaton Torpedo, Dubious Delicacy, Food, Artifact Food. When this artifact enters, up to 1 target creature gets -3/-3. Sacrifice this artifact, gain 3 life. Sacrifice this artifact, target opponent loses 3 life. It's an acquired taste. That's kind of neat. Bygone Colossus. I was just thinking about phasing that in and out, you know, exiling it and bringing it back over and over again. That'd be kind of neat. Bygone Colossus, Warp 3. A 9/9 for 9. Full Bore. Interesting, that plays along with Warp. The Mechan Navigator, Robot Pilot. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, draw a card, then discard a card. Alright, so tapping it to put it onto a vessel or a vehicle. Which we've got right here, the Entropic Battlecruiser. A 310 spacecraft. What does it say? Station. Tap another creature you control. Put charge counters equal to its power on this spacecraft. Station only as a sorcery. It's an artifact creature at 8+. So, once you get 8 charge counters on it, 8 or more charge counters on it, it becomes an artifact creature. Let's see. Whenever an opponent discards a card, they lose 3 life. And Flying Death Touch. Whenever this spacecraft attacks, each opponent discards a card. Each opponent who can't loses 3 life. Well, dang. Entropic Battlecruiser. I wonder if that was one of the good ones to pull. You'll know right here on the screen. I'll put the chase cards up after I do the editing for this video. Ancient Tomb on the full art foil. That is gorgeous. And a plants. So that is beautiful. It's even got the different style text. Huh. Very nice. Ancient Tomb. So first pack's a banger. Entropic Battlecruiser and Ancient Tomb. Alright. See what we got going on there. We got a Night Luminary. Blooming Stinger. Cav Landseeker. Oh, they brought Kavu back. How about that? I can get my old Kavu deck out. Cloud Sculpt Technician. Oh, and they brought Jellyfish. Jellyfish is the new creature meta going on here. I forgot about that. That's pretty neat. Beam Saw Prospector. Drill Too Deep. Choose one. Put 5 charge counters on target spacecraft or planet you control. Or destroy target artifact. Gee, I wonder what I would do. Put 5 charge counters on that spacecraft for sure. Run Red Black Mardu. Mechanozoa. Artifact creature. Robot Jellyfish. Alright. Steel Swarm Operator. A robot soldier. Vault Guard Trooper. Rayblade Trooper. Lots of soldiers in this. Hemosymbic Might. Creature. Might. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, another target creature you control gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is this creature's power. Very interesting. And for 1 mana. So we got the Eternity Elevator, another legendary artifact, spacecraft. Tap to add 3 colorless. Let's see. Station. Tap another creature you control, put a charge counter equal to its power on the spacecraft. Alright. Add X mana of any one color where X is the number of charge counters on... Wow. Wow.
That's kind of nice. Then we got Blade of the Swarm, which is an insect assassin. On the foil, it's an uncommon. Surprised it doesn't have like infect. It should. Then we got a full art forest. Well, alright, giggity. And another lander. I do like those full art lands. They are beautiful. You know, of all the things they've started to print now in Magic, it's really kind of odd that they've never bothered to actually reprint, you know, standard basic dual lands. That'd be interesting if they ever do. Cryogen Relic. Squire's Lightblade. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gains first strike until end of turn. You can flash that in. So first strike with +1/+0 on flash for 1. I mean, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Another Gene Pollinator there. And that's kind of nice though. It's tap and untap permanent you control. So basically you tap him and anything else, and it's basically an easy mana boost there. Another Bombard. Dark Endurance. Another Mechanozoa. Red Tiger Mechan. Robot Cat. Okay. So a 3/3 with haste for 4 mana or warp 2. Virulent Silencer. Robot Assassin. Dual Sun Technique. The Glacier Godmaw. A Leviathan, huh? 6/6 for 7. And we got another one of the, is it extended art or maybe showcase? Not 100% sure. Celestial Colonnade. Land. This land enters tapped. It's white and blue. For 5, until end of turn, this land becomes a 4/4 white and blue elemental creature with flying and vigilance. It's still a land. That's pretty nice. Sammy, Wildcat Captain. I heard something about this one being one of the... Yeah, this is one of the new commanders that people have been talking about. That's pretty cool. Spells you cast have affinity for artifacts. Oh my god. And with all the artifacts in this new set, that's pretty wicked. Auxiliary Boosters. And a mountain. Oh, I think I might have to go find a Friday night draft tonight. What do you guys think? Be worth checking this set out in a draft format. Nebula Dragon. It's a bit pricey, but I mean it's a lightning bolt with a flying bangarang on it. Gravkill. Exile target creature or spacecraft. That's a bit expensive for 4 mana. Self-Craft Mechan. A robot artificer. Focus Fire. Drix Fatemaker. Rig for War. Dockworker Drone. So it's a, you know, little 1/1 counter that you can disperse pretty easily off wherever you want. Another Dual Sun Technique. Systems Override. Gigastorm Titan. Not really much of a Titan at a 4/4. But a 4/4 for 2 mana is pretty dope. I mean, let's be honest, right? Lash Whip Predator. Now, I mean, that's pretty nice too. For 4 mana, you get a 5/7 with reach. If your opponents control 3 or more creatures. I mean, that's not hard to do, right? Alright, 0 Point Ballad is our rare. Destroy all creatures with toughness X or less, you lose X life. If X is 6 or more, return a creature card put into a graveyard this way to the battlefield under your control. Yeah. That's pretty cool. And then our foil is going to be Tapestry Warden. And an island. Grave Blade Heavy, another soldier here. Now, if you have an artifact, which, duh, right? It becomes a 4/4 with Death Touch. Come on. Just give it first strike and game over. Divert Disaster. Oh, counterspell action. Banishing Light has made a return. Of course Banishing Light has made a return. Fungal Colossus, a 5/5 for 7. Where X is the number of differently named lands you control. I mean, come on. You can get this thing out for 1 mana. Or Plate Pangolin. Wormwall Sweeper, another one of the spacecraft. This is one of the smaller spacecraft. Let you survey 2. Becomes an artifact creature with 4 counters on it. It has flying. Very nice. Another Drill 2 deep. Bam, right? 2/2 flyer. Boom. Pull Through the Weft. Blade of the Swarm. Starfield Shepherd. Sammy, Ship's Engineer. And we got a Starwinder Leviathan for our rare. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw that many cards. Oh my. That's pretty awesome. With Embrace Oblivion as our foil, as an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature, destroy target creature or spacecraft. That is pretty cool. And a mountain. I mean, honestly, I'm hoping to pull some more of those full arts. Alright, we got Ice Cave Crasher. Frontline War Rager, another Kavu, and a soldier. Insatiable Skittermaw. Starbreach Whale. Starport Security. Let's see, tap another target creature. This ability costs 2 less to activate if you control a creature with a +1. Wow, hey. I can see robots all over the place, right? Germinating Worm. Zealous Display. Wormwall Sweeper. Alfariel Dreaming Acolyte, which is a legendary creature, human cleric. When it enters, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard an artifact card. During your turn, it has Death Touch. Pulsar Squadron Ace. Well, you get to survey the top 5, basically. Annul. I mean, just a very basic counterspell. Then we got the Extinguisher Battleship as our rare, a 10/10, and it only takes 5 counters. Oh my god. When it enters, destroy target non-creature permanent. Then the spacecraft deals 4 damage to each creature. Get out of here. With a little bit of affinity, this thing comes in for nothing. Huh. Now we got Scout for Survivors as our foil. It's the uncommon. So basically grab 3 little 1-cost dorks, put them on the battlefield, and they all get +1/+1 counters. Very neat. That's fairly cheap too. 3 mana to basically bring out 3 2/2s. Virus Beetle. How does this not have Infect? Mech and Shield Mate. Flight Deck Coordinator. That's the dude who dances and waves his little light batons. Intrepid Tenderfoot. I mean, sure, why not? There's cards out there that reduce activation abilities. Plasma Bolt. 2 damage to any target. Plasma Bolt deals 3 damage instead if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn. Alright. Another Mechanizoa. Command Bridge. Sacrifice it unless you tap an on-tap permanent you control, but add 1 mana of any color. Here we go with the uncommons. Void Forged Titan. Cut Propulsion. Huh. Interesting. Slap yourself. Whoops. Cerebral Download. Survey X, where X is the number of artifacts you control, then draw 3 cards. Oh my. Tapestry Warden. And our rare is going to be Requiem Monolith. Until end of turn, target creature gains. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, you draw that many cards and lose that much life. That creature's controller may have this artifact deal 1 damage to it. Activate only as a sorcery. Well, alright. Galactic Wayfarer. There's our foil, that's a common. And there we go, a full art swamp. Nice. Well, these are the lander tokens that are being mentioned. Sacrifice this token, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. I mean, landers bring land. In Russia, we don't bring you to the land, we bring the land to you. Alright, we got our last 2 packs here. This one was backwards. We got Pedigree Beckoner, Cryogen Relic, Squire's Lightblade, Gene Pollinator. I mean, that right there, what was that? 1, 2, 3 super low cost artifacts. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. There's so much. Mirrodin is brought to mind with how many artifacts are in this. Like, I have the complete Mirrodin block, the original Mirrodin block set, 5th Dawn, Darksteel. Yeah, I've got that complete set. We'll see that in the future sometime. Lost in Space, Seed Ship Agrarian. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, create a lander token. I mean, just go find all the land you need. Scrounge for Eternity. Sunstar Expansionist. And our rare is going to be a Stomping Ground. So pay 2 life or it comes in tapped. Sure. And we got a mythic as well. We got Uthros Titanic God Core. Land Planet. As land enters tapped. Wow, that's kind of like a Tolarian Academy. Add 1 blue for each artifact you control, but it takes 12 counters to get there. Although that probably wouldn't be too terribly difficult if we're really honest about it. That is awesome. Uthros Titanic God Core. And then our foil is going to be a common. It's the Red Tiger Meccan and a regular forest. Alright, here we go. Our last pack. This one was backwards too. Orbital Plunge. Embrace Oblivion. Ilvois Galeblade. Night Luminary. Another Blooming Stinger. Zookeeper Meccan. For 7, target creature you control gets +4/+0 until end of turn. And there's no tap to do that. You can activate that over and over again. So infinite mana loop? Yeah, sure, why not? Hey, look at that. The Chrome Companion. You guys know what that reminds you of? Little corgi there. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, you gain 1 life. Put target card from graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. Wow. That actually has some purpose. Harmonious Grove Strider, which is basically a dinosaur. This creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. That's pretty awesome. Umbral Collar Zealot. Honored Knight Captain. Unravel. Rare is going to be Hard Light Containment. Enchant artifact you control. When this aura enters, exile target creature and opponent controls until this aura leaves the battlefield. Enchanted permanent has ward 1. And our foil is going to be an Uthros Psionicist. Yeah, we got a foil forest. How about that? Now, I know I said that's our last pack, but truth be told, it's not. I picked one of these up too, and if you had a sharp eye at the beginning of the video, you probably noticed it down there in the bottom right corner. So, in interest of hopefully pulling something really, really good, although that Uthros Titanic God Core might be really good, even though it's just the base. It's not foil, it's not extended art. And I mean, obviously, that's really what you want, is the foil and extended art stuff. Alright, let's get this baby opened. Like, that was easier to open than the Final Fantasy booster packs. Like, way easier to open. Glue. See, did they give us a tear tab or anything like that? Or are we just pulling? Yeah, we're just pulling. Haha. Or not. In the interest of not destroying the cards that are inside, we'll just go ahead and hit the tip. Alright, here we go. 1 collector booster. We got the Starfighter Pilot. Melt Strider's Gear. Starport Security. Gene Pollinator. Gravblade Heavy. Pulsar Squadron Ace. Molecular Modifier. Monoist Sentry. 4/1 Defender for 1 black. The Brood Guard Elite. So this is going to be one of the galactic foil full art lands. And you can see the extra sparkles and whatnot in there. It's actually kind of hard to see on this card, but there they are. See them right in there. Cosmogrand Zenith. This is a mythic. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, choose one. Create 2 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens, or put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Ooh, tough choice, right? Our next one's gonna be Scouring Swarm. This is just a rare. It's the extended art. Sledge class Seed Ship. Alright, so this one's 7 counters. And whenever it attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. You want to talk about stealing big creatures onto the battlefield? Right there. Sledge class Seed Ship. We got a Blink Moth Nexus. I didn't know this was in here, but it's fitting. It's very fitting. But this definitely harkens. A lot of this harkens back to Mirrodin, you guys. Darksteel, Mirrodin, Fifth Dawn. All of that. Blink Moth Nexus. Extended art foil. Then we got a Lightstall Inquisitor. When this creature enters, each opponent exiles a card from their hand and may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. Each spell cast this way costs 1 more to cast. Each land played this way enters tapped. Oh, wait, are there slivers in this? I didn't know there were slivers in this set. Oh, you guys. Slivers are one of my most favorite decks ever to play. Everybody hates them when they're not the sliver. Oh my god. That is gorgeous. Alright, so there is our collector booster. So our basics weren't too bad. I mean, they were really quite just very basic, right? Nothing special. But we did get that Cosmogrand Zenith, which is pretty nice, mythic. And we got that tongue twister there. Sledge class Seed Ship. That's pretty nice. The Lightstall Inquisitor. Yeah. Now that, the Blink Moth Nexus, I can't wait to see how much that's worth. It's probably $5, but I'm hoping it's 50, right? I don't know. We'll see. And then Scouring Swarm. So whenever you sacrifice a land, create a tap token that's a copy of this creature if 7 or more land cards are in your graveyard. Otherwise, create a tapped 1/1 black insect creature token with flying. So, okay, so if you have 7 or more lands in your graveyard and you sacrifice a land, you get to create a token that's a copy of this. Which, I mean, how is that really any better than sacrificing a land and getting a 1/1 black insect? Like, I suppose maybe it just multiplies, right? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe there's something about that activating abilities multiple times, things like that. You know. I don't know. I'd have to wrap my head around that one a little more to really figure it out. So I think our 2 or 3 big hits in here out of that are going to be those 3 right there. The Nexus, the Sledge class, and the Cosmogrand. And then, of course, that Uthros Titanic God Core. I really can't wait to see what that thing's worth. It's blue, and it does Tolarian Academy stuff. Alright? It does. It does Tolarian Academy stuff. And I've got to imagine that's got to be worth some serious money. So, we'll have the price up on the screen there. Don't you worry. I'll figure it out just as soon as I get done recording this video. Wow, we're at 45 minutes. Holy cow. Okay. Let's wrap it up here, folks. Thank you so much for joining me on Megabox Friday. I hope you enjoyed my first look at Edges of Eternity. I know I certainly liked it. I like this set. I'm going to have to definitely check out some more. Especially now that I know there's slivers in it. Oh, man, there's slivers. Alright. Hey, be sure to leave a comment below. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 500 subscribers. And I would love to see us push over that this weekend here. Let me know in the comments below if you like the idea of maybe going to an Indiana Fever game with me here at the end of the season. We might do that as our August giveaway. It'll be you plus a guest and me. So 2 tickets for you, 1 ticket for me, and we're going to go see the Fever play. Now, the only thing I'll say about this is if I do decide to do the end of season game, if you are the winner, you cannot sell your ticket. And here's why. Because you're going to get the ticket at the game. That's it. You're going in the doors with me. I'm not going to send you a ticket over Ticketmaster a couple weeks before the game. Nope, you got to meet me at the game, and you'll get your ticket there. So that's how we're doing that. I don't want anybody to win it and then sell the ticket to somebody else. That would really piss me off. So, but if you want to go see a game with me, let me know in the comments below. We can do that as an August giveaway prize. Otherwise, I'll come up with something else. Maybe I'll do a poll and you guys can tell me on the poll. All right. Anything else? I can't think of anything else. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the video. Until next time, y'all, take care. We will see you on the next one.